what's up everyone? My name is Vivian from ThePaperLetterBlog, also known as the Chatty Penpal channel, and I'm here today with a new Penpal with me tutorial. We are making a cozy accordion folder postcard, I guess. I am terrible at naming things, so until someone helps me come up with better names, you're gonna have to make do with that. Feel free to give me any suggestions of your own. Okay, it's Friday night and I'm editing a video because I was hoping to have this done already, but I'm redoing the voiceover, so I'm hoping that this time I will be happy. I hope that you enjoy listening to this as well, but I might be a little bit all over the place. I'm gonna try and focus. What we're making is an accordion folder, and if you've been with me and my channel for longer, you will have seen these before. Accordion folders are super simple ways of making a Penpal project that also allows you to send tons of goodies, but instead of making like an outside folder for it, this time I'm sticking it on the back of a postcard. And you can do many other things with these as well, so feel free to use the base of what we're making and use it for your own project, or of course follow this tutorial. Before I forget, if this video inspires you, if you're making your own or if you're making any other type of accordion folder or whatever, don't forget to share it on Instagram. Use the hashtag ThePaperLetterBlog. I'm actually going to be sharing a couple of those pictures at the end of the video because I love seeing those and I would love to see what you make as well. Now, for the actual tutorial, it is so simple, it's almost embarrassing. You're going to need similar sized papers, same size papers. I'm using 3 because I'm making 3 pockets, but you could do 2, 4, 5, 6. It depends on how many pockets you are going to make. The first thing you did is fold them in half and glue down the sides to create like a simple pocket. Then we are going to glue them together by gluing that upside down T. So don't glue them like flat together, don't put glue on the entire pocket, put it only in the middle, down the middle, vertically and then horizontally at the bottom. Yes, so it will look like an upside down T, and then you stack your pockets together while gluing the upside down T and T and T and T, and by gluing them gluing the upside down T instead of gluing them all the way flat, like gluing them down completely, you will create that space that allows you to pull open the pockets and fully access everything inside. As you could see just now, there is so much space in these goodies, and that would not happen if you glued them down completely, basically. I hope that makes sense. If it doesn't make sense, try it out and you will see what I mean. What I'm doing next is I just need to get through the tutorial first and then we'll go for the chill chatter, don't worry. I am just using some ink. I'm using tea dye from Hey Sage, the Distress Oxides, to just ink the sides, make it all blend in a little bit together. I'm also blend in together, that's interesting, make everything blend in. I'm also inking the postcard so that it all looks kind of the same, like it's from the same set. What I love about this brownish ink is that it makes everything look aged, because that was the look I was going for. Of course you could use a different color and it would just be fun, but I think this one is very pretty. So that is the first thing I'm doing, and then I'm going to be gluing these 3 pockets. So they're already glued together, and then I'm gluing them onto the postcard. I am gluing it onto the postcard, you guessed it, by doing that upside down T again, to create maximum space. Now, when you make these pockets, it is important, of course, that the pockets, once done, are slightly smaller or the same size as the project that you will be gluing it onto. My pockets are slightly smaller than this postcard because I like the way that looks, but I decided to cover up the sides that were left bare with some green washi tape because I like, again, the way that looks, and I thought it would get some color onto the project right away. But feel free to do anything else you please. now it's time for the fun part, the decorating. And what I love about cozy fall mails is that whatever supplies, you can see I'm pulling out all of my supplies, whatever supplies you have from whichever brand, from whichever source, from whichever, I don't know, it all seems to match together. Like the supplies I will be using for this mail, none of them are the same, like none of them come from a set or something, but everything goes together. I love it. That's probably one of my favorite things about fall mail. It just seems so relaxed and easy. I don't know if that makes any sense at all, but I'm mixing and matching, and that is what I loved about creating mail in the first place, just grabbing my supplies and finding the perfect color combinations and stuff like that. I think I lost that a little bit because I now own so many collections. Like I own complete sets of paper with matching stickers and matching die cuts and stuff like that, and that is fun. But I do kind of miss that magic when you find something that fits your project perfectly, I guess. So, the doily, by the way, this is a great tip for anyone who does not have access to vintage supplies because you, for example, don't have thrift stores or stuff like that. You can make your own by using coffee. What I did with the doilies were a crisp white, but I coffee dyed them. So you just make some coffee, surprise, surprise. You grab a paintbrush and you paint your papers brown. And it gives this, as you can see, lovely aged look. Some people might hate this, but I think it's really, really pretty. And I have quite a stash of white doilies. I actually like them more now that they're brown. So that's a good tip. Of course, you can just coffee dye regular paper or book pages, but my two favorite things to use when coffee dyed are doilies and what is that called? Tissue paper, like that white paper that is in shoe boxes and stuff like that. When you dye that, when you paint it brown, it's for some reason it just looks really cool because it's like see-through and blah blah blah. I don't know, it's just really cool. And then I'm grabbing stuff from the box to find more. I have these die cuts, the one that has the pumpkin. I'm 95% sure those were from Action a couple years ago. Like they sometimes have. Okay, apparently I accidentally stopped recording, so I started again, and then I did it a second time. Vivian, what is up with you? What was I saying? Oh yes, Action has those die cut sets. And then I was saying that I actually haven't been to Action in months. I don't know. I think I have been to Action this year, but I honestly can't remember the last time. And I'm kind of proud of that because let's be real, I have too much stuff already. The only thing is I'm almost out of craft glue, and I get my you guessed it, I get my glue from Action. So I think I might actually be going for a trip sometime in the near future. But fingers crossed, I'm not actually going to buy too much. And the Action that I go to, their craft section is really, really small. For any of you who are very puzzled, Action is a dollar store. So everything they have is way too cheap, and usually I end up buying sticker sets and stuff thinking, oh, I will send them to Penpal XYZ, and then a year later, Penpal XYZ has received multiple gifts, but not the stickers I bought for them. So Action is not good for me to try and buy less. Then what I did is I used washi tape. Whoever sent me that washi tape sample with the mushrooms, thank you so much. I love it. I only used tiny pieces of it because I think it's so pretty. I decorated with the washi tape samples and some stickers and a stamp. The blue thing you see top right is a longer stamp. It's like a cling stamp. I don't know. I just use it because it has some mushrooms and I love them so much. And then I also used a sticker from the Simple Stories sticker sheet. I keep forgetting what that collection is called. I think it's like Cozy something. But the sticker sheet has tiny words, and I thought they would match nicely. I wrote Tessa on it, which was the recipient of this But I ended up not liking my handwriting at all. So I just grabbed some craft paper and I'm doing it again. Another great tip, the craft paper is actually from a clothing brand. I like ordering, this is not sponsored, but I like ordering eco-friendly clothing from a brand called 2/3. That was Sage Cutie, 2/3, and they wrap, instead of like wrapping everything in plastic, they wrap their stuff in craft paper bags. So I have like a whole stash of them that I can use for crafting. So it's a win-win. Now, of course, I'm adding some Nuvo drops. These two are the new colors I purchased. I got an orange and I got a green. I don't know their names, but I will try to link them down below if I can. But they're perfect for try again, Vivian. They are perfect for fall crafting. I was gonna tell you something else. Oh yes, I was going to tell you about this swap. This is a little box off camera. I don't know, I was just in the zone and finding goodies for this swap, and then I realized that I was filming a video, so I should have done that on camera. So I just put all of the goodies that I was planning on sending Tessa in the box to show you. These are little washi dots. They're literally that. They're just dots made out of washi tape, and I love using them because they're simple little accents and they don't have to dry the way Nuvo drops do. Then I'm making a tiny envelope and I'm going to fill it with tiny words. If you are my patron, you will have seen that I made printables for Patreon. I made printables of tiny words. So these are all sorts of things like sentences and stuff like Happy Meal related words that you can use in crafting, and you can print them as many times as you like. And yeah, I did a couple different ones with different fonts and stuff like that. So if you are supporting me on Patreon, then that is one of the things you can download. But of course I printed all of them myself and I cut them out, and I am just creating a tiny little envelope with some of them as a gift. So yeah. So that is what I'm doing in the meantime. I'm picking out the goodies, but this swap, or this I already spoiled it. This was a swap I did with Tessa. I've said this so many times, but I'm going to say it anyway, because whenever I talk about swaps, I get messages from people asking me to do a mail swap with them. A swap is basically a one-time mail exchange, and the only time I do swaps is again on Patreon. I host swaps for my patrons to do Happy Meal swaps that are usually related to the theme of the month. I do those swaps, and then sometimes occasionally I will do a swap in the Dutch swapper group. If you're Dutch and you're looking into joining swaps, we are on Swapbot. The group is called Nederlandse Swappers. Of course, you can only join when you live in the Netherlands, because we save on postage and stuff like that. And Tessa is actually my co-host, although she hosts all of the swaps these days. I simply don't have time to do any more mail apart from my pen pals and PO box replies. I ended up, by the way, not sending the paper scraps. I closed the envelope and then I realized that paper scraps were still on my desk. But I don't host swaps anymore. But Tessa hosts a ton of them, and she has sent me swaps before, and it's always incredible. So this was supposed to be a fall goodies swap, so you just stuff an envelope with goodies, but because she has been so kind and she has hosted so many incredible swaps, I just decided to make it a little bit extra special by instead of just adding the goodies, making a little accordion folder for it. So that is what I did. She has already received it. This is where I realized that the new flow book for paper lovers has a mistake. I found the first mistake. The little postcards are upside down. Like, you saw me move it around a couple of times. Like, normally the space for the address is on the bottom right, but it's on the top left now. So that's just a printing mistake. I think it's kind of sloppy, but there's something like that every year. I think this one is less sloppy than when they included envelopes that, once cut and folded, did not turn into envelopes. Sorry, I smacked the microphone. Did not turn into envelopes because they wouldn't close. But okay, that's the the first flow mistake I've made. I also got a request after doing my flow book for paper lovers flip through video. Now that's a tongue twister, to do Penpal mails or a Penpal video with the book. And of course I will be doing that. I just need some inspiration because although I always like these books, I haven't found any inspiration yet. So once I do, I will let you know and I will make a video with it, okay? Then this is an envelope. Next up we are making an envelope for the swap. Oh yeah, what I did with the postcard that was upside down is I added a little washi tape, just a little washi tape tab basically, so that when you can easily pull it out. This is the swap Tessa sent my way. As you can see, tons of lovely goodies. I decided to immediately use some of them for the envelope. She also sent me a bigger swap than the requirements, so I was happy to have done the same. But yeah, she included a lot of fun things, and I know that a lot of them were in the, I don't know which box, but one of the Your Creative Studio boxes. I don't know which one. I was kind of sad because Amanda, the creator of the Your Creative Studio boxes, she asks me often like, hey, do you want to receive the box? Because like it's like I get the box for free and then I just show the box on Instagram, so it's like a win for me because I get the box, and it's a win for her because she gets free advertisement. And I actually declined because I was too busy and I didn't feel inspired. And then I saw the goodies that were in the box and I was so sad. It was like fall themed and there were, as you can see, squirrels, and it was very pretty. I don't know. I kind of regretted not getting that box. So I was really happy that Tessa sent me some of the goodies that were in there. This is not sponsored. I don't get sponsored or paid to say anything like that. It's just, like I said, it's just we sometimes do a collab where I get the box and she gets the video. So yeah, this is me pulling more stuff from boxes because all of my stuff is in little boxes. I like it that way. I was hoping to use some more of the doily we cut up, and then the paper scrap that Tessa sent me, and I was gonna say mushroom. That's not a mushroom, Vivian. That's a squirrel. The squirrel she actually stamped onto some paper for me to use. I also have a ticket. It's not actually vintage. It just looks like that, and I got it from AliExpress. And then I have a please deliver to sticker from Pick Your Mix. I am a lucky lady because I am a brand representative, or I was a brand representative. The time period is over now of Pick Your Mix. She just picked a couple people to same as with the Pick Your Mix. No, same as with the Your Creative Studio stuff. I just received goodies from her and then I would show them on social media. It's super simple, but it's so much fun. So I actually purchased those please deliver to stickers because she gave me a discount code. Because I have a lot of stickers that are bright and colorful, but because I've lately really been into making fall themed mail, I needed some vintage looking ones. Good story, isn't it? So those are, it's like a little bit double because I purchased them myself, but I did get a discount because I am a brand representative. Or I was a brand representative. But I was already a fan before all of this. I'm just trying to explain, okay? I know people, once you get something for free, a lot of people immediately think you've sold your soul, but I would never do that. Like, if I wouldn't like certain stickers or something, I wouldn't promote them either. So trust me that I'm always honest in that. Oh, I don't know if I mentioned it, but I actually made the envelope out of a Flow magazine paper. And again, these are some washi dots that I'm using to decorate. So fun and simple, yet effective. So, by the way, I wanted to explain one thing while I'm picking out stamps. Oh, first of all, these are national stamps, like our national, yeah, it doesn't fit. I'm so sad. I really wanted the mushroom stamps. Our national stamps are so much better than our international ones, and I'm always sad, but because Tessa is Dutch, I could use the pretty ones, and I found one with leaves and some with mushrooms, so I was really, really pleased. What was I saying? What was I saying? Oh yes, I wanted to explain why I didn't upload a video last week. I don't need to explain. I have learned after a while that I don't owe anyone an explanation, and it's also totally fine if I don't upload every week, because it's not like the world stops spinning if I miss an upload date. But I do want to explain. Basically, every year I deal with a slight case of the winter blues, and I know so many of you are going to recognize this. Things just get more difficult when I have winter blues. It's now pretty okay because it's fall, not winter, and I still can go outside and go for walks. I went for a long walk yesterday. The sun was shining on my face and it made me so incredibly happy, but the closer we get to winter, the shorter the days get, the less sunshine there will be, and the more my winter blues will start arriving. So that's basically what happened last week. I just didn't feel like doing anything. I was so tired for no particular reason. A lot of things are changing once again here in the Netherlands. Like, we're back in sort of a partial lockdown where restaurants have to close at 8, which is horrible because it means, of course, odd hours again. Basically, it means change, and I don't deal with that very well. I can't sleep, and then I also can't wake up, so there's a lot of that. And that is not me complaining, that's just me explaining, because and not as a pity party, and also not because I feel like I have to. I'm just explaining it because I know I'm not the only one, and I know that sometimes it can be nice to hear someone talk about something you're experiencing as well. So this is for all of us who are experiencing some winter blues. Keep in mind that spring will come around again. The days are getting shorter now, which sucks. I don't like the dark days, but days will again get longer. I mean, I am also going to focus on good things of this winter season, such as the cozy part. So that's also why I was kind of excited to share this with you, because for me it's important to keep in mind that there are good things in the cold days as well. So I just wanted to explain that. So if I am gone while you're watching all of these beautiful pictures shared with hashtag ThePaperLetterBlog, I just wanted to explain that if I miss an upload date, or if I'm gone for a little while, don't worry about me. You can just tell yourself, oh, you know, Vivian is having some winter blues, but she'll be back. I don't think any one of you is actually worried about me, but you know, just wanted to tell you that. So while you are watching all of these incredible images, I wanted to say a big thank you, because yeah, we have reached 10,000 followers here on YouTube. I have been kind of scared to talk about it because sometimes YouTube randomly goes on like a hunt for inactive / spam followers, and then they randomly delete a whole bunch of subscribers, and I was kind of afraid of that happening, like me saying, oh, I've got 10,000, and then YouTube deleting 100 followers and me being back at 9.9. I was kind of waiting for something bad to happen, but it hasn't. So I can now happily say we are at 10,000, and I couldn't have done that without, obviously, all of you. I still enjoy making videos so much. I still enjoy seeing you guys make incredible stuff with my videos, and just in general, I really enjoy sharing. So a big thank you to everyone who's watching. Of course, as you can see on the screen, a huge thank you to my patrons as well. I've been able to do so many cool things because of you all, and I can't wait to do more. So I will see you again very soon. I'm actually hoping to pick up my PO Box mail this weekend, so look forward to that. And I hope you all have an incredible day. Bye!